Hello everyone and welcome to episode 16 of this Let's Play series of Star Trek Online. My name is Winters and we are about to start the mission Everything Old is New. So let's jump right in and we'll start off by getting our mission brief.
Obviously, the Davidians have found a way to harness this surge of triolic energy. The existence of the Davidian portal means they're traveling freely between the station in the present and in the past. Since 23rd century technology can't detect the Davidian phase shift, that time period is rife with potential victims. The only choice now is to stop the incursion at the source. You'll have to take that portal into the past and find out how the Davidians are creating this new surge of triolic energy. Stop them and find a way back without altering the timeline. Don't worry about temporal investigations. I'll pull a few strings. They'll never know you were gone. Best to keep your team small, just in case.
Okay, so there we are. Looks like we're going to be using the portal that we came across earlier, so we'll accept the mission.
Until next time.
And we'll enter Drozona. We'll kick into full impulse and we'll dock with the station.
Welcome to Drozana.
Alrighty then, so we are back here and we're going to descend to the Davidian portal. So what we actually have to do here to initiate this is actually fire one shot at the Davidian portal and then we can interact with it to go back into the past. Here we are. Okay, so this is actually one part that you want to pay attention to because there's a proper sequence to actually progress forward. So we try to go through this door and we can't. It's locked basically. So what we have to do is we have to shunt power to the locking mechanism or something like that. So we double back on ourselves and we use this power distribution console. We switch the memory bank to 1, then we go up this ramp and we do not do that. Let's go back up the ramp and we jump onto this little ledge and we move over here and we switch from memory bank 1 to memory bank 3. Then we go back down and we do the first one again and then we go over this way and we switch power from memory bank 1 to memory bank 2 and that does it. That opens up the door for us. Okay, the next part is we're actually going to come across somebody from this time and they're going to be like, who the hell are you? See? Hey, what are you doing here? So we select, I'm lost. Then I was stuck on the lift when the station went to alert. This is where it let me out. We avoid basically combat or anything that will prolong it. So we select this option here and that's it. He's happy enough. Okay, so let's continue forward and we'll go into this room. We're going to search for usable parts. And we do a 180 and we go back out. Now, if we look at the minimap here, we see there's some people coming down this ramp, and actually we can just spot the heads of them there now. So we're going to let them go forward into this room, then we're going to go up, because if we go up before that, basically we'll end up in combat, and we're going to interact with this console, and we're going to lock them in the room. And then we continue going up I don't think there's anything in this room. No, that's just to lock the door, yeah. Okay, so let's continue going up. By the way, that console that was just on our left there will actually lock the doors as well. You know, you can either lock them from the inside or the outside. And hopefully we can talk to this ensign. Okay, so we asked him, what are we working on? Hopefully I can remember the correct sequence. I think we select that's impressive. And then we select, isn't this subsystem tied into the main computer core? What happens when you tie it into the main computer's memory? And that's it. Basically, again, avoiding combat. So now we have to check the console for useful items. The first thing we're going to do is disconnect the power. Then we're going to touch static discharge plate. Then we're going to unlock safety cage, and then we're going to remove computer monitor. So that's the correct sequence for all those things. Looks like we've got an R&D node here for thoron particles. And we continue going upwards. Alrighty then, so we want to come to this panel here and lock the door with the encryption key. Then we turn around to our right and we can take the Jeffries tube to progress forward. And we're going to go right again, and we're actually going to stay along the right hand side, basically to avoid combat with those guys over there. And now, I know I've done this before where these guys up ahead of us were not here, but I'll be damned if I can remember the correct sequence or what it is you actually have to do to avoid this combat. I honestly cannot remember, but you know, it's only takes a few seconds to defeat them anyway, so it's not a big deal. That's it, they're done. Let's progress forward. So we're going to come out of this room, we're going to turn to the right. May as well pick up this duranium since we're here. It's actually not that far away to where you actually see where all these R&D materials start coming into play. Do you remember where we went up into the Jeffries tube? There we are. We're back at the same place again. So now we're going back to the lift, and we go to a different level. We go straight ahead, we turn right again, proceed upwards. And funny enough, we actually meet Dr. Leonard McCoy. Okay, so we just talk to him, and then we come over here. We have to do some scans on some of these guys. They're not feeling too well. So we just select each one of these options, and we go over here to the left, and we do the same thing with this guy. And now we talk to McCoy, and we calibrate cortical stimulator, and we select minus 70 megavolts or millivolts, then plus 30, and then sodium external, potassium external and internal. And he tries this, and we should see him, yep, there. We know it's the correct sequence once that guy kind of comes around a little bit. So we proceed onwards, turn left down here, then we take a right, then we take a left again. Here's our left. We are borrowing an induction coil. We come out, go left, take this right. Jump across the railing here and integrate the subspace emitter. Jump across the railing again. And then interact with this console here. And we have a little battle on our hands. Okay, not forgetting to pick up our loot. We double back on ourselves, and McCoy should be here now. We talk to him, and then I believe we're going to beam up to our ship, if I remember correctly. Return to our own time, actually. And that's it. End of the mission, so let's hail Starfleet.
So Driffin's comet is the source of the triolic radiation. That explains a lot. However, we cannot simply destroy it in our time. The Davidians have the means to go back to the 23rd century and harness its energy there. However, that will be their only other chance. Before that, there's no Drozana station, so there's no place that will be close enough to the comet's trajectory to be of use to them. The only logical solution is to alter the past. Destroy the comet there, and save the Federation. As it happens, I have access to a way to transport your ship back to the 23rd century. It's risky, but I think the odds are in your favor. And if they aren't, there's always time for another try. I'll make the arrangements. Stay in touch. Drake out.
Alright, so we only have one option here for one piece of loot or rewards, so we select that.
Until next time.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
And we have just hit level 15. Right, so in our next episode we are actually going to talk about R&D. So yeah, thanks a million for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave
I expect you
like,
to be efficient.
comments if you have any comments or questions, and please show your support as well and subscribe to the channel. My name is Winters. I will see you next time for part 17, where we talk about R&D. Until then, adios.